I have something that is going to rock your world, change your entire worldview as you know it, make you feel like a different person.
Well, good. I always wanted to be someone different when it came to feelings.
That makes me feel bad, but we'll talk about that later.
Just make me happy for once, Rhett.
Link, you're gonna have a difficult time believing me.
What?
There is a second sun and NASA is hiding it. There, I said it!
There were no parts of that sentence that were correct. It's like the Last Jedi.
Oh, ye of little faith, you don't believe?
NASA doesn't even
Come
exist.
along
That's what I'm saying.
for a little journey to have your mind blown. On May 9th, 2016, astronomer Paul Cox was doing a SLEW telecast.
SLEW?
SLEW. It's a robotic telescope service that can be viewed live online, of course. During the...
Okay, just keep going, I'm sorry.
I have all the answers. Ask me any questions.
I didn't know you could stream telescopes. I'd have been watching that instead of Netflix.
They've been doing that for years. During the broadcast, he casually let slip that there is a second sun that NASA has been covering up. A couple of pertinent facts. Cox has been employed by SLEW since 2003. That right there is suspicious alone.
Why?
2003 was a weird year, if I recall correctly.
He's been working for a telescope streaming company for a lot of years.
That's a long
suspicious.
time.
Nobody holds down a steady job like that anymore.
Hey, he spilled the beans during an 8-hour live broadcast showing a live feed of his telescope examining the planets. Let's watch.
You may be asking yourself, what is that large round thing to the right of the sun? Well, that's our second sun. I don't know if you knew that we had a second sun, but there it is. It's normally hidden from view. NASA and other organizations, they usually hide that stuff away from us.
Rhett, I think, maybe I'm going on a limb here, but perhaps he was being facetious.
Did you see it? Did you see the big ball there?
I mean, I've looked through a telescope before and I've seen like, oh, what is that long thing stretching across the galaxy? And I'm like, my eyelash. You know, it's like, telescopes have a way of doing that type of stuff.
That didn't look like an eyelash to me.
That was probably an eyelid of a technician.
Okay. So some people say that Cox was joking, that this is like, this is dry British humor. He wasn't laughing, he wasn't smiling, there was no indication that he was joking. And when people aren't smiling and saying, I'm kidding, they're obviously being serious.
Just like you right now. Yeah, you never do that. Sarcasm.
Not enough? There's more. Let's look at Mr. Cox's Twitter bio.
He's not listening to me. All is lost.
In his funny Twitter bio, he says, you'll find me second star to the right and straight on until morning. That's not funny.
It's a Peter Pan quote.
I didn't know that, but it's not funny. Plus, if you take each of the first letters of this little quote, you get SSTTRASOUM. I rearrange those letters.
Because they didn't spell anything.
Right. You know what they spell now? So, rats must. So rats must what, Mr. Cox? So rats must know there's a second sun! Still not convinced. Still not convinced, I see. There's a whole Reddit thread dedicated to this issue, and you know what? It's been archived. The powers that be at Reddit came in and said, no, you can't comment on this anymore. We're closing this.
Okay, so you are not the only one who is saying they believe
Lots of people believe this. They archived it. You know what else they're archiving? A second sun. There's 465 comments in this thread. 465 is 100 more than what? 365. 365 is the number of days that it takes us to orbit around the what?
The
sun. And probably the second sun as well, because it's right next to it. You saw it on the freaking video.
Right next to it.
You need more? You want more?
I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. I mean, not that what you said is not convincing, but I would like more.
Any rational person is completely convinced, and
I'm
now
sorry.
I'm just securing your
indulge
belief. Look at these Instagram photos of sunsets. They were all taken at the same time. So there's not just a second sun, there's at least 8. They're hiding 7 more. 6 more.
It's true, I don't know how Instagram works, but
But here's the clincher, Link, and you sheeple. You seen these pictures of the sun wearing sunglasses?
I have seen this.
There's
now
a lot
we're
of them.
talking.
Why in the world would the sun need sunglasses? Because of the second sun! What the crap is he shielding his eyes from?
It's actually the most thought-provoking thing you've said in this whole litany of like you're tearing up. Are you that? Don't be angry. I believe you.
People have been deceived for too long. They've been deceived for too long. We're just walking around singing, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine," and now we know that there's not just one. We gotta update that freaking song. That's the main thing I'm concerned about.
So it's all about just the angles, that it's always hidden.
I don't know how the science, man. I just know that it's a conspiracy, and I'm glad you're on my team.
I'm
now.
glad you've at least admitted that you don't know the science.
The
part
truth
of it.
comes to light once again on Good Mythical Morning.
I'm never gonna look at a sunglasses sun the same way though, so I will give you credit for that. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Mitch, and we're from Durban, South Africa.
And we're in Kaapstad in Thailand.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Ew, gross.
Been there, done that.
Click the bottom link to watch this episode from the beginning.
And click the top link to bring in some mythical crew members to more, where we discuss conspiracy theories about this show.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is gonna land. Our Tour of Mythicality shirt is now available at mythical.store in unisex and kid sizes.